Hi, everybody. My name is Miss Tanya, and I'm so very happy to be with you guys today. And I'm even happier that I'm going to get to know you guys as the months go on. And I teach you guys mindfulness meditation. It's a great practice, and it's called a practice because, like anything else that you're learning, maybe you're learning how to play t ball or learn how to dance or learn your alphabet or learn how to write your name. It can be hard in the beginning, and that's okay because with practice, things get a lot easier, right? So, throughout the months, we're going to practice and it's going to get easier, and it's so good for us. It's good for our thinking, it's good for our bodies. And we'll talk more about that as the time goes by because I don't want to talk too much about what it's going to do right now because I want us to slowly learn. It's going to be easier that way. So, we're going to do a practice today, and that's called grounding. And in this practice, we're going to learn how to focus on what it is that I'm speaking about. And we're going to learn how to pay attention. We're going to learn how to breathe naturally, which is really good for our body because it calms down our nervous system. And again, we're going to learn about that in the future. But right now, what we're going to do is we're going to do something called visualization. And visualization is imagining stuff in our mind, right? It's like pretending. That's what it is. So, first, before we begin, if you feel like you're antsy, that means like you have ants in your pants. And sometimes that's really fun, right? When we're playing games and playing tag, and that just means we can't sit still. And when we're trying to learn something new and sit still and be quiet, having ants in our pants is not good, right? So if you feel like you can't sit still for a little bit and concentrate, please raise your hand and you could come up with me, stand by me, or stand behind me, and you could pay attention on how your fellow classmates and friends are practicing their new meditation. And next time we practice meditation, you could hang out with us and learn as well. But what we really don't want to do is we don't want to disturb our neighbors, right? Because everybody deserves to learn how to meditate. It's so healthy for us mentally and physically. That means in our mind and in our bodies. So we don't want to disturb anybody. It's not fair to them. So when we get started, I want you to picture a little acorn in your hand. And if you don't know what an acorn is, it's a little brown, it's not actually a seed. Inside of the acorn is a seed, and it drops down from a big oak tree. And in this little tiny seed, when it gets planted into the ground, it turns into this big, strong oak tree that could be as big as buildings. And that's what we're going to pretend or imagine we're going to be today, okay? So get comfortable on the rug. Make sure you guys all have space. You're not touching each other or bothering each other. And we're going to begin. So you all have your little acorn in your hand, right? Okay, let's close our eyes. And let's pretend that we're getting down on the ground. And we have this little shovel in our hands, or maybe we're even using our hands because sometimes it's nice to be in the dirt. So we're going to dig a hole. And if we don't want to touch the dirt, if it feels gross to us, we can pretend we're using the back of our shoe to dig a hole. And we're going to drop in this acorn. We're going to cover it up with dirt, and we're going to water it because the acorn needs water to grow just like we do. So let's pretend that we're standing back up, and we're standing strong and tall, and our feet are planted deep into the earth, right? And on the bottom of our feet, we have these little roots growing out of our feet. And if you don't know what a root is, roots they look like these thick hairs. And they're growing deep, deep, deep into the earth. And they're making us strong, our feet strong, planted into the earth. And those roots, they're soaking up all the nutrition that's coming from the planet, all the minerals that help feed our bodies and keep us strong, just like the oak tree. And we want to envision our legs. Our legs are these big, strong branches, and they're growing into these big, strong trunks, which we call our torso. And our torso is our chest and our bellies. Make sure your back is strong like that trunk. And our arms are flowing wide and high into the sky. These big, strong branches. Oh, look at, they're growing towards the sunshine. And we can picture our fingers and our toes like leaves. Green, beautiful leaves sprouting out of our branches. And they look so pretty when the sun shines on them and they're shimmering. And we're so set, strong, mighty. And we're growing, and the sun is shining on us. Maybe the sun's smiling at us. And maybe we see the birds flying around, but all we know is we're strong, right? Our feet so strong into the earth, and we're tall, and we're big and mighty. And maybe when it gets windy, we could feel our trunk swaying in the breeze, and our little leaves just fluttering and flickering all around. And no matter what, we're strong. We're not going to fall down. We're just going to sway in the breeze, knowing that everything is okay and we're safe. It's okay. And what we want to do is we want to breathe what we call naturally. Everything feels good. Everything's calm. We're okay. Maybe these winds start to die down. And everything is just so peaceful. Maybe little birdies are flying around. Maybe the clouds are passing by gently. Everything is well. We are strong. Oak trees. Nothing's gonna knock us down. We're mighty. Right? Everything is wonderful. Let's breathe again. Naturally, just like if we're sitting watching TV. Let's breathe. And if you find that your mind no longer is pretending that we're these big oak trees, that's okay. What we are doing is we are concentrating on our awareness. So when our mind wanders away, we realize that happens, and we bring it back to what we're focusing on as being that big rounded tree. That happens. It's natural. You're not doing anything wrong. And again, it gets easier with practice. So what I want us to do now is I want us to be aware again of where our little bottoms are sitting right now. We're in this seated position on the rug, right? And we're going to come back into this awareness that we're no longer these strong trees, but we are always strong trees. When we start to feel like we're a little bit upset, something's bothering us, we could go back to this imagination of how strong we are. We can always come back to this and feel better. So when you're ready, I want you to open your eyes. Welcome back. Put a smile on your face. Everything is lovely. Everything is calm. Stretch out your bodies. Oh, because that feels so good, right? That feels wonderful. And if anybody wants to share with me please raise your hand and I'll call you individually. And I want to know, how this meditation makes you feel, how it makes your body feel. Hopefully you're relaxed. Hopefully you learned something new today, because again, we're going to learn as the months go by, and this is going to be a great thing for us. It truly is. And I'm so excited to learn more about who you guys are. This is going to be awesome. I can't wait. So until we meet again, stay strong, stay grounded, okay? Have a wonderful day. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.